Howdy, hi. It is Do Your Job Sports MLB Rundown Picks and Predictions for Saturday, April 5th, 2025. We're looking at the best bets of the day. Let's get into the video. All right, previous day's results. We go break even 4-4 on the day, bringing our season record to 40-39. The trend of me not being able to hit a plus money to save my life continues, but I am doing pretty well at the over-unders. So maybe only take my only unders and then fade my money lines, and you'd probably be making a lot of shmoney. So I'm going to recap these games real quick, then we'll get on to the picks for tomorrow. First winner, we had the over 7.5 runs in the Yankees and the Pirates. This was never a doubt. I really should not have faded the Yankees, but I thought first game away from their home park, playing in Pittsburgh's home opener, maybe they lay an egg. They did not lay an egg. They absolutely demolished the baseball once again. They win 9-4. It really came from the bottom half of their lineup. You had Dominguez hit 2 RBIs, Oswaldo Cabrera 4 RBIs, and then you had Aaron Judge hit a home run again. 6th home run of the season. They're only 7 games in. This is scary. We then had our only moneyline winner of the night as the Royals win -120 against the Orioles, and somehow they hit the over of 8.5 runs. This over was looking dead. It was going into the 8th inning. The score was 3-2. And then Kansas City says, hold my beer. Let me put up a 5 spot in the bottom of the 8th. So shout out to Michael Garcia, who had a ground roll double. Kyle Isbell, who hit into a force out. And then the main MVP, Vinny Pasquantino, a bases clearing, bases loaded RBI single. Shout out to you, Vinny. Then we had the under 7.5 runs. This was greasy balls time. This was butt-clenching stuff. Tampa Bay, Texas, under 7.5, they score 7. Both teams only had 6 hits, so the fact we had to sweat out in under 7.5 with only 12 hits is pretty gross. Tampa Bay 2, Texas 5. Thank you for not scoring. Our losers. The Cardinals plus 125 on the money line. This was not due to their lack of scoring. This was due to their bullpen and their starting pitcher getting absolutely shelled. So the under 9.5 was also no bueno as they lose 9-13. How do you give up 13 runs to Boston? I will tell you, every single Boston starting player had 1 RBI or more other than Tristan Casas. Every single other dude on this goddamn team had an RBI. It was ridiculous. Cardinals, they did their part. Nootbaar RBI, Contreras RBI, Donovan 3-run shot, Herrera 3-run shot. Like, they played good. You just can't give up 13 runs. Okay, then we had the Pirates plus 125. Again, they got schmacked by the Yankees. There's 2 teams I should almost never put money on. It's the Pirates. It's the White Sox. Actually, we should probably add the Athletics to that. Maybe the Guardians at this point because they just keep on getting clapped. But I'm still going to bet the Guardians, so no. And then we have the Rays plus 105 on the money line. Again, same number of hits as Texas. They're just not able to score as much as they are, as they gave up 4 runs in the bottom of the 3rd. If you want to win a baseball game, don't do that. All right, that is the recap. Let's get on to the picks for tomorrow. Game number 1, we are running it back with the Cardinals money line, taking them plus 105 on the road at Boston. But this time, we are not taking the under. We are taking the over of 8.5 runs. Both of these teams have been hitting it pretty well recently, so I am not going to fade the runs any longer. Cardinals 4-3 on the year, Boston 4-4. Cards got Andre Palante on the mound, 1-0 on the season at 3.60 ERA. Boston's rolling out Richard Fitz. Better than Richard Spitz on my, never mind, 0-1 on the season, 4.50 ERA. If you're just looking, look at the batting averages of these players. Just look at it. It's not even close. Boston's had 2 good games in a row. I still don't trust their lineup. I trust their top, I would say 6 guys. You cannot tell me that Campbell, Narvaez, and Rafaela are actually good at baseball. I will not stand for it. I'd much rather have Scott and Wynn. I like Arenado, Donovan, Burleson, Nootbaar, Gorman, Walker. The only dude I really don't like is Pagas. Don't like that man. But anyway, give me the Cardinals. Give me the Red Sox. They can't keep hitting the ball like this forever. Next game, Yankees and the Pirates. I am not touching the money line here. I was tempted. I was very tempted to take the Pirates again at plus 135, but I just can't do it because they suck at baseball. Just betting the over of 9 runs. Yankees 5-2, Pirates 2-6. Yankees on the mound got Marcus Stroman. He had a no decision in his only game this season, 5.79 ERA. Pirates got Bailey Falter, also a no decision, 3.0 ERA. I'm going to read to you some of the scores the Yankees have put up this season. 9 runs, 3 runs, 5 runs, 12 runs, 20 runs. That's a lot of runs. Looking up and down this lineup, every single dude can go yard. Very intimidating. The Pirates, they really haven't done shit in the scoring department, but it really doesn't matter. The over is at 9. Vegas knows there should be some runs. Give me the runs. Give me the over. Let's go. Next game we're looking at, it is the Diamondbacks and the Nationals. I'm going to take the Nationals at home, plus 115 on the money line, while also taking the under of 9.5 runs. D-backs 5-3, Nationals 1-6. D-backs starter Eduardo Rodriguez 0-0 in his season so far, 5.06 ERA. Nationals got Mitchell Parker, who was responsible for their 1 win on the year. He went 6 innings, gave up 0 runs against the Phillies. Phillies got pretty comparable lineup here to the D-backs. Obviously, if we're just looking at lineup to lineup, it is no question 100% you want to take the Diamondbacks. Now, they do have one questionable injury here. Ketel Marte came out of their previous game yesterday with a leg injury. Not sure if he's obviously going to fill in here. That would be a pretty big loss for this team, especially with Corbin Carroll not really playing up to snuff at the beginning of the season with that .22 batting average. The rest of the lineup, though, doing all right. Pavin Smith, 308. Josh Naylor, 320. Lourdes Gurriel struggling a tad, but then you have dudes like Moreno hitting 375 and Perdomo hitting 320. Perdomo could probably be a leadoff batter on most other teams, but the Diamondbacks are just blessed with Corbin Carroll. So you really have 2 leadoff guys hitting 1 and 9. Nationals, if you can win with Mitchell Parker once, you can win with him again. I wasn't really too impressed in what Eduardo Rodriguez did in his first appearance. He gave up, let me scroll through this real quick. He gave up 4 runs in 5 innings pitched to the Cubbies. Don't think that's very good. So give me the Nationals. Give me the under. I think the Nationals win this game 4-3. All right, final game of the day here. I'm taking the Blue Jays plus 110 on the money line at the Mets in the under of 7.5 runs. Blue Jays 5-3 on the season. Mets 4-3 on the year. Blue Jays starter Chris Bassett 1-0 so far with a 1.5 ERA. Mets are rocking out Griffin Canning 0-1 with a 3.18 ERA. These two teams just played the previous day. Final score, Blue Jays got blanketed, 0 runs. Mets scored 5, despite both teams having 4 hits. 4 hits total, both teams. 5-0 score. How that happens, I don't know. Chris Bassett pitched really, really well in his previous start against the Orioles. He proceeded to go 6 innings. He did give up 8 hits, but no runs. And that's all we care about as he struck out 7. Griffin Canning, 0-1 on the season, but he really didn't pitch that bad. He just got 0 run support in a road start at Houston. Again, kind of tough if you have a 3.18 ERA 1 game into the year and you're 0-1. I think there's value here. I do not think the Blue Jays get shut out 2 days in a row. So give me the Blue Jays, but still give me a low-scoring game under 7.5 runs. All right, that is going to do it for me in this video. Again, every single money line, you just might want to take the opposite because I can't hit shit in the money line department. I appreciate y'all watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace.